Hi. So this class corresponds to continue with the topic we started last class. Thank you. If you remember, it's tools. The topic is general. We're talking about tools. We're talking about objects, things, devices, but I connected it with your career, with medical tools. Now we're going to continue talking about medical tools, doing one big exercise. Then I'm going to present you another exercise that you're going to do related to tools, medical tools, during the week. And then I'm going to show you blog post number 3, which is connected, related with tools, but in a more general and universal way. What you're going to write about on your blog is about your favorite object, thing, tool, device, your favorite thing in the life. Okay? I'm going to show you my favorite thing, my example post, the instructions, everything. And then during the week, you have to write your text blog post number 3 about the same, your favorite object. Many people say, sir, teacher, I love many things. Well, you have to choose one. Well, sometimes people say, but I love collections. I collect, I don't know, stamps. I collect coins. Well, that is a good thing to talk about, my collection of as your favorite thing. In my case, for example, I collect different things. I have a collection of music, CDs, more than almost 1,000. So I can talk about that. In my case, I didn't, but you can talk about that. I have a collection of bottles, mini bottles. I have a collection of no more. I used to collect different things, but now I concentrate, I focus on my CDs and my mini bottles. Okay, let's begin the class with medical tools. One more activity. This activity is in material docente. Okay, in your material docente, por favor vayan para allá y la abren. Se llama Medical Supplies and Tools. Medical supplies and tools. Go to material docente and open that file. This is the one, my dear friends, my dear students. Suplos médicos y herramientas. Suplos son equipamiento, provisiones, ¿ok? En castellano tenemos el verbo suplir, que es provisionar de algo, el suplo, el stock, medical supplies and tools. So here is a list of some of the most common supplies found in doctors' offices, operating rooms, and medical kits. You have to study the vocabulary and try the matching exercise. This is a matching exercise of medical tools and supplies. So what you're going to do is to use all these words to complete the definitions for each tool or supply. Creo que hay un par que viene lista la definición, pero la mayoría deben completarlas. ¿Ya? Entonces, empecemos con... Vamos a empezar juntitos y después los voy a separar para que sigan en grupitos, ¿ya? In the silence of your houses, in the comfort of your houses, you're going to repeat without microphone, please. Vamos. Cut. Wound. Herida. Ears. Lungs. Pulmones. Sterilize. Limpiar, esterilizar. Force. Dressing. Gasa, cubierta, cubre. Bleeding, sangrado. Sticky, pegajoso, pegajoso. Sharp, filudo, puntiagudo. Larger, más grande. Germs, gérmenes. Temperature, liquids. You have to use it 2 times. Liquids. Separate, test, and supplies. Provisiones, suplos. O provisionar como verbo. Suplir. Okay, let's do the first 5 together, and then you continue in groups. So, antiseptic. Usted ahora pueden ocupar el micrófono para soplarme. Antiseptic is a liquid used to the surface of the skin. What is a synonym of clean here?
Sterilize.
Great. So we use an antiseptic to sterilize or clean the surface of the skin. What about bandage? A cloth covering, una cubierta de trapo, de tela, a cloth covering that is placed over a wound to prevent swelling and infection. Para prevenir hinchazón, infección y qué más. ¿Para qué ocupamos el vendaje? Cloth covering that is placed over a wound to prevent.
Dressing.
To prevent, para evitar que una herida se hinche.
Germs.
La infección.
Bleeding.
Oh, yes. So that is a bandage. Cloth covering that is placed over a wound to prevent bleeding, swelling, and infection. What about bandage scissors? Very simple. We use the scissors to cut the bandage. Para cortar las venditas, los vendajes. Blood pressure monitor. Blood pressure monitor. This is a tool that measures the of blood flow through a person's body. The of blood. Look at my face to measure the of blood. The force. It's a tool that es una herramienta que mide la fuerza del fluido sanguíneo a través del cuerpo de la persona. Okay? La presión o fuerza. Next, elastic tape. Cinta elástica. A thin roll of stretchy material that is on one side.
Sticky.
Oh, yeah. Plastic tape is sticky on one side. And finally, eye charts. This is specially used by ophthalmologists to check your vision, your eyes. It's a poster of letters, words, and number combinations of different sizes, small, big, medium size, and it's used to a person's eyesight. It's used to
Test.
yeah, to check or to test, to review. In this case, test. Okay, my friends, you're going to continue with the rest. I'm going to... Vayan a material docente y lo bajan para que continúen. Los voy a dividir en... Mira, somos muy poquitos. 1, 2, 3, 4. En 3 parejas. Y volvemos en unos minutitos. A ver, done. Breakout rooms. 1, 2, 3. Pam. Listo. Good job, my friends. Go ahead. We use the otoscope to check the patient's ears, right? It's un instrumento, a device. That's all right. What about the next? ¿Cuál es la siguiente? The next is oxygen mask. Francisca Cancino, please.
Lungs.
Can you read the complete definition, please?
Equipment that fits over the nose and mouth and lungs oxygen.
No. And does anybody know here? Y provee. Supplies. A ver, aquí. Equipment that fits, que se pone sobre la nariz y la boca, that fits over the nose and mouth, and supplies, y suple o provee, and supplies oxygen, right? Oxygen. What is a privacy screen? Una pantalla de privacidad. No sé cómo se llama en castellano. Parece que simplemente es una cortina. A ver, voy a empezar de arriba de nuevo. Bruno? Privacy screen. Can you read the complete definition?
An object that is used to separate the doctor and patient from others in an open room.
Absolutely. Mampara in Spanish. Mampara. It's an object that is used to separate people, separate patients in a room. Yes. It's a
Profe, es como estos cosas que tienen tela, ¿o no?
las mamparas, sí.
Se les dice más biombo, creo, en
También.
medicina.
Biombos también. Biombos, mampara.
Medicina.
Exactly. Scales. It's a device that measures a person's weight. Una pesa o balanza. Stethoscope. Laura Díaz, please.
Equipment for listening to a person's heart and lungs.
To a person's heart and lungs. Good. Do you have your stethoscope? They are so cool, you know. When you see stethoscope, you know that person is a doctor. It's like a badge, como la insignia, like a doctor's badge. Syringe, Camila. No estabas. Tú no estabas, ¿no es cierto?
Yo de nuevo.
Tú de nuevo. ¿No estabas?
Ya.
¿No estabas?
¿Cómo?
Ya.
No, ahora lo digo.
Dale.
A cylinder shaped
Shape.
shape
Mhm.
shape is piece that attaches to a needle and can be filled with liquids.
Yes. Listen to me. A cylinder-shaped piece that attaches to a needle and can be filled with liquids. Right? Para mejorar la pronunciación, que en general está bastante débil, por lo que veo, tienen que escuchar y repetir más, ¿ya? De todos los videos, de las clases que yo subo, sobre todo en contextos que están más asociados a su carrera, ¿ya? Para que se vayan familiarizando y practicando. La práctica es el maestro. Al comienzo van a estar dubitativos como los veo ahora, pero si practican más, van a recuperar y van a vencer eso. Francisca Cancino, table and headrest paper. Can you read the complete definition, please? No?
Ahí no sé, pero igual lo puedo leer.
Oh, yes, please.
Paper that is placed on an examining table or headrest to prevent the spread of.
And the key word here is spread. El avance o ¿cómo se llama? La expansión. Un papelito que se ubica en una mesa en una cama o mesa de exámenes o en la cabeza para prevenir que se expandan los gérmenes. Table and headrest paper. It's paper that is placed on the examining table or on the headrest to prevent the spread of germs. That is the table and headrest paper. It's very, very, very important. A test tube is a glass cylinder that is filled with blood or other liquids and can be capped and placed in a storage area. Tubo de ensayo. Yeah. What about the next? Ignacio, thermometer. Dale.
And an instrument used to check a person's body temperature.
Temperature. Can you say that? Temperature. Temperature. Son dos partes. Tempera y chur. Temperature. 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 Yeah, it's the thermometer is used to check a person's body temperature. Right. What is a vial? A vial is a small bottle or container used for storing liquids. A vial. A vial. It sounds weird. Vial. Fernando Vial. A vial. This is a vial. Una ampolla. These are different kinds of vials. This is not a vial. This is not a vial. These are vials. Okay. So that is the exercise with a revision and maybe expansion of medical tools that we saw last class. All right? So we're going to stop here. Now I'm going to show you the other activity that you have to do. And this is the last activity related to medical tools that you have to do during the week. individually. So let me show you that. This one. It's one listening activity, and it's about 3D printing. Very interesting. So here you have the link and some questions that you are going to answer, okay? So this activity you are going to do individually as complementary work for medical tools, okay? Esto está en material docente. Now I'm going to continue with blogs. So as I said before in my introduction, this week you are going to do blog post number 3, and it's going to be connected with tools, but in a more general or universal form. You are going to write about your favorite object in the life, your favorite tool, your favorite electronic device, your favorite thing, your favorite collection, your favorite something, okay? So you can think about electronic things, you can think about an object that you love, an object that you love very much, I don't know, whatever. You can think about maybe a collection that you have, maybe a musical instrument that you like, etc. I'm going to show you my example, and maybe this is going to motivate you to start thinking about your favorite thing. All right? So let me show you my website, my blog, with instructions and example. Okay, ¿se ve bien?
Yes.
All right. Post number 3, my favorite thing. Write about your favorite object. Say, and this is what you have to tell me. What it is, first. When you got it, when you received it, when you bought it. How you use it. How often you use it. Why you like it so very much. ¿Y cómo sería la vida sin él? What life would be like? What life would be like without it? You have to make comments on my post here, plus 3 comments on your partner's posts. The number of words is 180 as a minimum. And it's very good, it's always nice to include pictures, real or reference pictures. Okay, and this is my example. Look at the pictures.
Chao, papá.
Oh, my amor, chao, que te vaya bien.
Te tengo que pasar a comprar.
Te amo. Bye. Sorry, my little boy goes to the school. So here you have a picture of myself with my favorite object, my drums kit, okay? And the other one is my drums kit with my friends of the band. A beautiful picture taken in a forest in the south of Chile. All right, so I'm going to read the example and maybe make some comments later. My drum kit. I bought my drum kit in 2008, many years ago. I remember that I spent a long time looking for the right kit for me. There were lots of options, many options, and it was hard, it was difficult to make the final decision. These days, I cannot play as much as I want because my drum set is at home. And it's difficult to find the time to play with family, kids, and the pandemic. But, a lo menos, at least, Once a week, I sit behind the drums and practice for about an hour or so. I also play the drums when I rehearse, cuando ensayo, when I rehearse with my band once a week. I love music and everything which is related to it. I have a big collection of CDs and I have an electric guitar too, but my drums are something special. For many years, I was looking for the right instrument for me. And when I sat behind a drum set for the first time, I knew I had found it. I fell in love immediately. I cannot imagine myself without playing the drums. If I couldn't play, probably I would try another instrument, but it would be difficult to learn at this time of my life. Maybe I would try singing too. What about you guys? Cheers. So can you see? This is my favorite thing. I think it's a cool favorite thing in my case. And you have to do something similar. All right? Do you have any questions, any doubts, any comments, any whatevers? ¿Se fueron? ¿O no hay dudas?
No hay dudas, profe.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your feedback. Without your feedback, I'm nothing. Ya, pues. Estamos entonces, si no hay preguntas, estamos calladitos. Como siempre, la publicación del texto es el lunes que viene. Entonces, post 3 publishing will be, aunque es feriado, lo hago el 11 o el 10. El 11 igual. October 11th. Y los comentarios. Comments el miércoles 13. October 13. All right. Only for curiosity, what is your favorite object? What are you going to write about? Catalina, Camila, Francisca, Francisco, Ignacio, Laura. ¿Ya lo decidieron?
En mi caso sí, ya lo tengo decidido.
¿Qué cosa es?
Yo colecciono zapatillas.
¡Ah, qué buena! I love collections.
Zapatillas de los años 80.
How many sneakers do you have in your collection?
Well, about 15.
15 o 50? 50 or 15?
50.
50. Ah, that's
50.
good. You have to include pictures, all right?
Yes, I will include some pictures and
I like it.
interesting.
I like it. I love sneakers, but they are so expensive. I only have one pair. Un par a la vez. One pair at a time. So that's a good collection. Any other favorite things? Catalina. ¿Algún juguete que guardes con cariño? Algo de la infancia. ¿Algún libro? Libros. Collections of books, music, cassettes. I don't know, there are so many things. Photographs. Peluches, yeah, teddy bears. Absolutely. ¿Alguna comida? Es como más abstracto, pero sí, puede ser. Can be. Trata de Try to think about something more, less abstract, huh? An object. All right, my friends. I hope that you can illuminate yourselves and find your favorite object. For me, it was really easy because I love my drum set. And I hope that you can clarify your minds soon, right? Thank you very much for coming. Poquito pero buenos. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And have a nice rest of the week. A nice long weekend. And if you have any questions, please get in touch with me by Ucursus. All right? Cheers.
Okay, Professor, goodbye.
Goodbye. Take care. Thank you, Francisca. You too. Bye-bye, Camila. Bye, Catalina.